Welcome to the first module of the Front Crawl Freestyle Beginners course, where our main objective goal is being able to float and breathe properly. Okay, so front crawl is a swimming stroke which is the fastest of the four strokes. So there are four strokes, which is butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, and freestyle, and front crawl is usually the stroke that is being chosen in freestyle. I would say 99.9% of the time. Okay, so the first thing that we need to learn is we need to learn how to breathe. So there is a main rule of breathing, and it's actually very simple. It consists of two things. Firstly, you need to always inhale through your mouth and exhale through your nose. This is something that you would need to train all the time. Inhale through your mouth and exhale through your nose. That's the first thing. Second thing, you need to make sure that you hold your breath, okay? So you inhale through your mouth, you hold your breath, then exhale through your nose. What is the main rule? The main rule is that you take a breath, you hold it. Then the next time when you need to breathe again, you need to quickly exhale and quickly inhale. Then you hold it again. Hold it for quite some time, then quickly exhale, quickly inhale. Okay? So I'm going to show you this drill. So as you can see right here, I inhale through my mouth, put my head underwater, then hold it, then exhale through my nose, then inhale, then I once again put my head underwater, exhale through my nose, inhale through my mouth. So there are a few things that you need to be aware of, and try not to do the following mistakes where whenever you lift your head up, try not to touch your face, okay? So that's the first thing. That's very important. Secondly, try not to touch, don't touch your face whenever you lift your head up, okay? In the beginning, you're not going to feel comfortable. And also, you need to make sure that you keep your eyes open whenever you put your face underwater. So this is the main drill that you would need to learn how to do. Okay? So once again, take a breath, put your head underwater, exhale through your nose, take a breath, only one breath. Please don't breathe multiple times when you lift your head up. Only one breath. So once again, take one breath, head underwater, hold your breath. You need to be completely relaxed, your eyes are open, exhale through your nose, inhale through your mouth. So that's the main breathing pattern that you need to learn. The next thing that you need to learn is, so we already discussed main rule of breathing, then inhale, hold the breath and exhale. And then the next one is we need to learn how to inhale and exhale quickly. Okay. So this is something that you also need to master. Inhale through your mouth, exhale through your nose. Inhale through your mouth, exhale through your nose. Inhale only once. Do not inhale and exhale multiple times whenever you lift your head up. And then you can increase your speed. Obviously, I do not expect that you will be able to master it very quickly. This is something that you would need to do constantly. And also another thing that I wanted to show you as a bonus right here, that even if you lift your head up and when you put your head underwater, you can exhale through your nose and the water is not going to get into your nose because you're exhaling through your nose. Obviously, if you're doing that properly. Okay, so that we have covered. Next one is why is it important to hold your breath? So this is one of the drills that you don't have to necessarily do it. So there are some drills that you must master, and there are some drills that you can skip. So as you can see, I did inhale, I hugged my knees, and then I'm staying on the surface, and I am not going to sink only because I took my breath, okay? But you need to make sure that you're fully inhaling. Then, as soon as I start exhaling, well, I actually didn't do it here. I did it in the next one. So let me show it to you. Yeah, so here, even if you take a breath and you see I had a momentum where I went to the bottom of the pool, then I went back to the surface fairly quickly. Even if I'm going to go very, very deep, I'm still going to get back to the surface because I fully inhaled. So I'm going to stay on the surface for as long as I hold my breath. And then once I start exhaling, I blow bubbles through my nose. As you can see, I start sinking. Okay? So that's one of the reasons why you need to make sure that you inhale and you hold your breath, because you're staying on the surface and it's going to be easier for you to swim. Okay, next one. Learn how to float. Okay, so here I have 5 things that are helping me to stay on the surface. First of all, I took my breath, okay? And as we just learned, it helps me to stay on the surface. Second, it helps me to float. Secondly, I use both of my arms, okay? So that's already 3, holding my breath, using both of my arms, and then I use my legs. Since this pool isn't very deep, I had to bend my body a little bit. And also, I know that I said that you need to practice doing all these drills on the shallow end, but for this particular drill, you need to ask a lifeguard that he would watch you, or you can ask your friend, but it is better to ask a lifeguard who is certified, who would be able to watch you and help you out in case if you need help. Okay, so I took my breath, then I'm using my arms and using my legs to stay on the surface. And then as you can see, here I'm demonstrating how you need to move your arms from side to side. If you're going to be moving your arms like this, it's not going to help you to stay on the surface. You're going to sink. I mean, or you're not going to sink, but you're not going to get any benefit from moving your arms, from side to side. Okay, so it has to be 45 degrees this way and then the opposite direction. So you don't have to necessarily move it super quickly. It doesn't have to be this narrow. It can be wide. So once again, let me show it to you. You're using your legs, you're using your arms, and you're holding the breath. Then you would need to cross your legs and try to stay on the surface once again. Try to stay afloat. Then, if you're able to master that, you need to put one of your hands behind your back and try to stay on the surface, try to float. So here I was able to breathe. I exhaled through my nose and then inhaled through my mouth. Then, after you're able to master that, you need to make sure that you inhale to hold your breath and just try to stay afloat like this. Or, alternatively, you can just put your hands behind your back. This is a little bit challenging to do because you might fall ahead or you might fall back. And as you can see in the end, as soon as I start exhaling, I went to the bottom of the pool right away. Okay, so this is the drill. If you can master that, it will be very helpful for you in any stroke. In case if you're having a hard time, then you can skip it for now, and you would need to try to do a starfish right here. So once again, these are the basics. You cannot skip breathing exercises. This is something that you would need 100%. Floating with hands and legs, this is something that you can skip. Okay, so this is the starfish. I was able to inhale through my mouth and then staying on the surface. One of the problems that you might encounter is that your legs might start sinking, but that's okay. That's completely fine. You wouldn't be able to sink if you're going to be holding your breath. You would be fine, but at least give it a try. If you're able to master that, and once again, here I exhaled and then I completely lost my body position. Okay, so if you're going to be holding your breath, you're going to be fine. As soon as you start exhaling, you're losing your body position. Okay, so that's why, like I said in the beginning, the main rule of breathing is you hold your breath and then you need to quickly exhale and quickly inhale so you wouldn't lose your body position. Okay, so you can stay on the surface. If you hold your breath, then if you're able to quickly exhale, quickly inhale, you are going to sink a little bit and then you're going to get back to the surface. So that's why you need to do it quickly. If you're going to do it slowly, obviously your head is going to go underwater. You wouldn't be able to take a breath. You're just going to go down to the bottom of the pool. Okay, so that's that. If you're able to master that, try to do a starfish on your back. This one is a little bit challenging. So because the water might go over your face and the water might get into your nose, you would need to start to exhale, and then you might 100% you would go to the bottom of the pool. And also, what's very important, what some of the beginners do, they put their chin close to their chest because they're trying to hide their nose from the water, because they're trying to avoid that the water wouldn't get into their nose. It is very important to keep the head down like this, so then you would be able to balance. As soon as you're going to put the chin down, you're going to sink right away. You're going to lose the body position. And what's very important, once again, is to hold your breath. If you need to breathe again, you need to quickly exhale through your nose and quickly inhale through your mouth. All right, so that's the end of the module 1 of the beginner's course. In case if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email at hello@coachslava.com. Thank you so much, and see you in the module 2.